And now, the continuation of last week's episode.
Yeah, I mean, the last week I've done a lot of watching things. So I had a head cold. I thought it was sinuses. Like I thought it was a sinus infection because it was all up in here. And it started last weekend, and I was over at my buddy Corey's house, and I told them, I said, I gotta go. I can't. Like I just can't function. I gotta go home. So then I went home, and laid around because I wasn't feeling great for a couple days, and then that finally got better. I started to feel better. And then the one night I was laying out here on the couch, I was watching a show, and I had this pain in my tooth. It was my bottom back molars, and I was like, oh, God damn it, don't tell me I got a fucking cavity. So then I was like, fuck. So then I went out to Lauren, I said, I got fucking pain in my tooth. I said, I took some meds, I went to bed, woke up in the morning, early morning, I want to say like 3 or 4. And I had this awful pain on the top part of my mouth now. And I couldn't even shut my mouth right. Like, I felt like the tooth was being pushed out. Because every time I tried to shut my mouth, I had sharp pain shoot right up in my jaw. And then I called the dentist. Couldn't get in till, this was Monday. Couldn't get in till Thursday. And I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do between now and then? Other than just, because I was in pain, dude. I was in pain. So I just kept taking ibuprofen and Tylenol. As much, I mean, I probably took way too much. Because it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So I called my family doc, and I'm like, Doc, I got something. I don't know if I have an abscess tooth or what, but I am in so much pain. So they gave me, he sent me in a amoxicillin prescription, and then said just do Tylenol and ibuprofen. And I'm like, I'm already doing that. It's not fucking working. So I just suffered. It was so bad that like from my jaw all the way, my ears were hurting. My ears hurt. I had a headache like constantly, and it felt like my head was in a press and just kept pulsating.
So what was it?
An abscess tooth. So I went to the dentist Thursday thinking I'm finally going to get this thing fixed, right? Go to the dentist. My blood pressure was like 200 over 170 or something.
Probably.
Extremely high.
Yeah, you're probably anxious.
I was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And I have a high blood pressure to begin with. And I didn't take my meds that morning because I couldn't eat.
Yeah.
And I knew if I take meds when I don't eat, I get an upset stomach. So my blood pressure was high, so they couldn't do anything. They wouldn't do anything, any kind of surgery, nothing. And I'm like, well, what? Send me home with something.
Yeah.
They said, come back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. when we open, and then we'll do something. And he said, so I went out, and the lady showed me, look, it's $27 if you want to have it extracted. And then she said, it's $1,583 if you want to get a root canal. And I'm like, is that after insurance? Yes.
Yeah, root canal.
Fucking pull it.
Yeah.
So I went in yesterday and got it pulled. And that is, I've had my teeth pulled before. My back molars have been pulled out. But like, that is like, you don't feel it, but you hear it.
Oh, yeah.
The crunching and the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
dude, it's like...
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Before I had braces, I had 11 teeth pulled. Yeah, dude. It's right before 7th grade, so whatever age that is, maybe 10 or 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, my teeth were all jacked up, because, like, I was a kid living in, with my aunts and uncles. I didn't, like, my mom was on the mainland, my dad was fucking, it's a weird story. But anyway, I didn't really have any parents growing up, so I just kind of, like, ate whatever the fuck, never really brushed my teeth, so, like, yeah. So, like, when I went and lived with my mom out here, we were in Maryland at the time, and she was going to get me braces, but they were like, your mouth is way too overcrowded, like your adult teeth are trying to grow, but your baby teeth are there, and the baby teeth have like a shit ton of like cavities, so I had like, I don't know what they're called, caps. I guess. Yeah. I had a shit ton of those caps.
Usually they'll do like a root canal and then they put a cap on it too.
It was whatever they do to fill in like a cavity.
Oh, yeah. Like the silver shit?
Yeah, the silver stuff.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, we gotta pull like 11 teeth. So like in one appointment, thank you. In one appointment, they pull out all these teeth. So I'm laying there and like I had to get the anesthesia. They didn't put me to sleep or anything. They had to give me the anesthesia. So I had like, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. So 4 on top, 4 on bottom to pull all these teeth. And they just went with the fucking pliers, and just like, and like I couldn't feel them per se, but you can feel the pressure. That's
Oh,
really
yeah, you
what
feel
it
the
is.
pressure, yeah.
You feel the pressure, but you don't really feel.
And you hear the.
Yeah, you don't really feel the pain, but like when
But
you're
I'm still gripping the chair. Even though I'm not in pain, but I'm like,
yeah.
ah!
Well, yeah, because you get in your head and you're like expecting pain.
My legs, my feet were sweaty. Like
Yeah, dude.
I was dripping.
Dude, it was bad. So I get done that operation and my mouth is filled with gauze and just fucking bloody gauze everywhere. And it was a dentist, so they're like, "Oh, pick a prize." And it's like stickers and these bullshit ass fucking little toys back then and erasers, like it's
A
fucking,
spider ring.
yeah, exactly. Bullshit. So I was like, "Oh my god!" So as soon as we were about to leave, my mom was like, "Let's get something to eat," and I was like,
What a bitch!
And
That's so mean.
She goes to fucking Burger King, bro. Like I can't eat anything. I'm in pain. My mouth is filled with gauze. Like I couldn't do anything. So I'm just like sitting there going. I couldn't eat any of it. So like I got home and I think I lived off of ramen for like a week, dude. That's all I ate was just ramen.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
all week long, I haven't been able to fucking eat anything.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to go to the York Fair just because I like to eat my way through it. Mm-hmm. And then I had this tooth pain. And I'm like, I'm not going to the York Fair because I'm just going to be angry the whole time I'm there.
Yeah.
So I've been eating soups.
Yep.
Yesterday, I had Lauren. I said, I really want mashed potatoes. She got these. Dude, at Target, they have these instant mashed potatoes that taste just like the mashed potatoes from KFC when they had those KFC bowls. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's how
So last night I'm like,
potatoes
I want mashed potatoes. 9 o'clock at night, I'm sitting out here watching TV, eating a bowl of mashed potatoes.
You fucking loser. Oh, but yeah. So that was that was my braces story. But yeah, that was a fun time, man.
I was so mad.
But besides from your abscess tooth, though, anything else?
I didn't do shit, dude. I literally laid around all week. Like I couldn't. I could not function. Like the kids would be loud, and I'd get angry, and be like, "Stop!" Because my head was pounding, and they're just, I'm gonna murder you.
Like in your head, like I think that's what you see all kids just doing, just going,
Yes.
just fucking dealing with like legit gremlins.
Yes.
Like, and then you just hear the music like, and they're just like climbing on walls, putting themselves in fucking microwaves.
Lauren had to go to work still, so she was at work, and I'm not home with the kids. And literally, the other day, I was laying in my bed pretty much the whole time with the kids in there with me. They're playing on the bed. I'm laying there, curled up in a ball in pain, holding my face, going, "Oh, stop! Please stop! Just stop!" I'm texting Lauren. I'm like, "I'm gonna cry. Please come home."
Emma's just rolling around, just laughing.
Yeah. And I'm like, I literally said to both kids at one point, I said, "Guys, I don't understand. When you guys are in pain, I need to hold you and cuddle you and tell you it's going to be okay. But when I'm in pain, it's jump on daddy, let's punch him in the face."
They don't give a fuck, dude. They don't give a shit, dude. They don't give a flying fuck.
Oh, it was so terrible.
Yeah.
I've never been, that's the worst pain I've ever had. I've never had an abscess tooth before, and that was the worst. I mean, I've broken arms and been run over by a car. Like, that's the worst pain I've ever had.
Yeah, I'm lucky. Like, I haven't... Like, besides from them pulling out all my old teeth and shit like that, I haven't really had that much issues with my teeth. I've been blessed with good teeth.
Yeah. I don't have that with my life. My mom's got bad teeth, and I'm pretty sure I got those genes.
Kids are the effing...
You get for the effing you got. Huh?
I am thoroughly stumped.
Kids are the fucking you get for the fucking you got.
Oh, got it. I get it. Yeah, because you get kids because you're fucking.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, so you, yeah. I got it. I get it now. Sorry. Just how the FN part, the shorthand, fucked me up. Oh, yeah. Well, they fuck you over. Jesus, babe. Fucking A. God damn, dude. Fucking harsh. She's like, kids will fucking ruin your life. Any energy you have, any soul that you have, they just suck it right out of you, man. I used to be nice and happy, saw the world as rainbows. Now everything is death and apocalypse, and everything is just decaying underneath the skin and layers of the world because everyone's dying.
Okay, Randy.
Randy? Oh, Randy.
Randy.
Oh, yeah! What you gonna do, brother? It's a little Hulk Hogan for you.
A little bit of Hulk.
Yeah, a little Hulk Hogan for you. See, I fucking knew it. She did say they sucked the soul out of your body. Yeah. Bang.
So I did, let's see, what else did I watch? I watched that new Transformers. I finished that. The cartoon on Netflix.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like...
Because it's motherfucking Beast Wars. So I lost my shit and was so nostalgic over it.
Have you been watching He-Man and the Masters of the Universe?
Finished it.
I figured that was going to be right up your alley. Not only is it made by Kevin Smith, I just pictured it as like, it's going to be right up his alley.
Yep. Yeah. And there is a lot of people giving Kevin Smith shit about that show.
Why? It looks awesome.
Because they're saying that he lied.
But what?
Well, I don't think that this isn't a spoiler. So, from in the 80s, when I grew up, He-Man, Masters of the Universe. It was a show about He-Man.
Yeah.
Well, now it's Masters of the Universe. Still has He-Man in it. But there's a thing that happens, and it's mostly a show about Teela, the female character.
Okay.
And He-Man's not really in it that much.
Oh.
He's not, he's in the first episode, and then he's gone for a while, and then he's in another episode, and then he's in the ending episode, and then I don't want to say much more. So people got really upset because they felt wronged because it's like He-Man is about He-Man and manly and masculine things, and then it's like, I think the way they see it is, well, nowadays, you can't just be a manly man. You have to have the male character be beneath the female character, and the female character being the strong leading role. So they made a female character. They didn't make it. Teela was a character all the time. But she's like super masculine looking from the neck down, and like womanly from the neck up. And people are having issues with it. Whereas I'm like, okay, I get that. But it's still. But good. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, the whole point of it is like, did you enjoy it? Yeah. If you didn't enjoy it, there's a really cool thing about remotes where you can fucking turn it off.
Yeah, no, but they got to go on the internet.
Yeah, they have to fucking bitch about it, dude. Yeah, all the fucking
they were all
muscular.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in the show she was a little bit more slender, but she's pretty. She's pretty beefy in this one.
Yeah, they're fucking warriors, and
they changed her hair and everything. They made her like look kind of butchy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's Kevin Smith's interpretation of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
That's the issue. That's the issue I say about to everybody when they watch movies and shows and they want to bitch about it. It is that person's interpretation of what they think it is.
And they wanted...
Just because the comic book said this back in fucking 1952 doesn't mean that the movie needs to be the same as 1952.
Well, I think what people were trying to what people wanted was not necessarily a shot for like of the cartoon, but they wanted it to kind of grab that nostalgic feeling of it, I guess, where it really was just focused on that one dude.
I still had a lot of nostalgia.
But that's what I'm saying, but you know,
there was a lot of Easter eggs. There was a lot of callbacks.
You know what's better than just focusing on one character is when you're focusing on all the other characters. Yep. I think that's better. Yep. I'd much rather. And he watch does.
That. All the characters are interesting, and they all have their own little
backstories. Yeah, because I remember from watching He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, is like they don't really go too far into their backstories. Yeah. Especially the side characters. Yeah, you like the side characters of the stuff that you're doing of what they're doing. Then
I mean, I liked Orko when I watched He-Man.
Yeah, because he looked cool.
He looked cool, and he was scared of everything. Yeah, and in this one, they really go into it with him, and I was like, I fucking love that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's why. I think that's really the biggest issue of why people are fucking having, because that's what it sounds like to me. I haven't watched any of it, but I wanted to. Like,
give it a watch.
That's
man.
on our
thing.
They're
only like 20-some minute long episodes. You'll plow right through it.
Well, and plus, fucking Mark Hamill is Skeletor, so fuck yeah, dude.
Good.
Yeah, fucking.
I
Mark
mean, it
Hamill,
just sounds like the Joker, but it's so good.
It doesn't matter, but he's so good.
He's talented.
Yeah,
It's just awesome.
but so dumb.
So I watched that.
people gotta
Last
ruin
night I
everything.
watched this thing called. It was about mushrooms. It was like a documentary. It's like an hour and 20-minute long, and it's about mushrooms, right? And like magic mushrooms.
It sounds so boring,
Dude, it was so interesting. It was so interesting. And like this one, they were talking about how this guy's mother, who's like 85, or was 85 then, I guess got breast cancer and had like the lymph nodes in her neck that were real swollen. And the doctors had said, I can't really do any surgery because you're old. You can't really take radiation because how old you are. And so the son was like, well, I got these pills. And it's like, smashed down, microscopic, some kind of, I don't know if it's the magic mushroom or some kind of mushroom. Mm-hmm. And he was giving her 8 a day, 4 in the morning, 4 in the evening. And it went away. Got rid of the cancer. Because of the science.
That is,
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
You might die anyway, but let's try this out.
Yeah, but it fucking worked. It was so interesting. It's called like fungi something or another.
I think I saw that documentary.
It was really good.
Netflix, but yeah,
So-
that's super. It's so random.
And then I watched the Eliza so-and-so, the girl that in Brazil in 2012 killed her husband, chopped him up. She was like I guess she was a hooker. You don't know about this?
This is all news to me.
Oh my god, dude, it was so fucked.
All
She like
fucking
got
news
married
me.
to this guy. He was super rich, and
Yeah.
he was an Asian guy. Not that matters, but he was super rich, and she ended up like killing him, and then like chopped his body up and just took it out to some woods in bags and just dropped it off. It's so fucked.
That's so random.
I can't remember her last name, but it was Eliza something or another. It's on Netflix. It's probably right up in the front if you go looking for it.
Yeah. So that's random.
Yeah. A lot of shit I watch is random. I also watched the first season of Star Trek: The Next Generation just because I could.
I wanted to. I wanted to. That new Star Trek show that's out on Paramount Plus, I think.
Which one? There's Picard, there's Discovery, there's
Both
Below
of them.
Decks.
Both
They're
of them.
all very good.
Well, not Below the Deck, but the Picard and the other one, the Discovery one.
Discovery. They're all fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I want to start watching that. That's on our list.
They're
So
very, very good shows.
yeah, there's a lot fucking going on, man. There's so much shit to watch, dude. It's insane. Like
Can't keep up.
Oh, we started watching The Boys,
Oh, I've been wanting to watch that.
dude. That show is perfect for you,
Yeah.
dude. It's perfect. It's
Well,
created
it's
by
got that guy in it that I like that played Judge Dredd.
Yeah, Carl Urban.
And he had a show, too, that was really good, and they canceled it after the first season.
That's the
Something
story
to do
of
with
his life.
robots or something. It was so fucking good. I think it was called Beyond or something.
Yeah, on Netflix. It only
Yeah.
lasted like one season.
Yeah,
They
but it
killed
was so fucking good.
But it's created by Eric Kripke, which is the guy who created Supernatural. And it's like, it has a lot of like Supernatural like feels to it, but it's super like gory and adult. There's a lot of like, there's not a lot of sex scenes, but there are some sex scenes. So it's like, what are you trying to watch?
I was trying to bring something up, but I couldn't read it, and then it fucking played. And now I don't know how to go back.
He's about to watch a fucking show during the podcast, dude.
How do I go back? Oh, here it is.
He has Netflix up on his fucking phone.
Yeah. I can't see that.
The Kaminsky Method.
Did you watch that shit?
No, but I heard it was good.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I stopped because I know Lauren would like it.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good.
Well, Atypical, the last season of Atypical just came out, so we need to watch that
yet
too.
either. I don't want it to end.
I know. I mean, it had to, but anyway. But yeah, the Boys is really good. It's right up your alley. It's literally.
Is it like anti-heroes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it bloody and gory and dark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first episode, the main character's girlfriend gets literally run through by the world's fastest man, and she explodes.
Fuck yes,
dude. Yeah. So like, they're like walking across the street, and then like fucking, and she's on the street, and like he's holding her hands, and the next thing you know, like the camera like pans this way, and there's like blood splatter on his face, and like the camera pans down, and he's holding her hands, and there's just a long trail of blood there. And then the fucking guy, the world's fastest man, is just covered in fucking blood. He's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I gotta go," and he fucking leaves, dude. Dude, it's fucking nuts. So it's basically like it's superheroes, but like it deals with the collateral damage that they fucking do, and these superheroes are assholes, like straight up assholes.
Oh, I dig it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's human nature. Like if you have all that power and it's unchecked, you're gonna be a fucking dick, dude.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. So it goes into like kind of like really what superheroes would be in real life, what they would act like.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of drugs and shit like they fucking do. There's a lot of fucking infidelity that they fucking do. Like every superhero you meet is a fucking asshole of some sort.
If I was a superhero, I'd totally be an anti-hero.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it makes sense. Like why wouldn't they? Like they have all the fucking power in the world. Like,
nobody is so pure of fucking heart that you're not gonna do anything bad when you can just do anything you want.
There is one. There is a main character who is a superhero who is pretty good. Like pretty straight arrow, pretty good.
Another one. Yeah. Have you watched Invincible, the cartoon movie on Amazon?
Yeah, that just came up. I didn't watch it yet. I know it's created by the guy.
I read the comics.
Yeah.
It is fucking phenomenal, dude. It is so good. And it's just like that. It's super bloody, gory. Like
it's created by the guy who did Walking Dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I also started watching Rick and Morty like 6 years later.
Dude, I haven't started watching that yet. I think I watched the first season like years ago, and then I just stopped.
It's a really weird show.
Yeah, I don't...
Like, I like it. Sometimes.
It gives me Back to the Future feels. Is that
supposed
to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally what it is. It's literally a play off of Back to the Future about how Doc would just grab this child and put him into these situations that, you know, like, the fuck?
Yeah. I remember when they were like inside of a vagina or inside of a body or something. It was really fucking weird.
Yes, and there was it's the hobo. They would go inside the hobo and there's like a fucking amusement park.
Yeah.
Inside the hobo's body. But it was
based off of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the fuck am I? I'm not even stoned.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah. So it is pretty cool sometimes, but other times it's like really weird. But
wow,
it's all right. Yeah, I'm giving it a shot. I'm digging it. So yeah,
cool.
But anyway, I know there's other stuff that I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, the
Simone Biles thing that was irritating me.
Yeah, that's irritating.
Yeah. Why is it irritating for you?
That's the one that with the marijuana, right?
No, that's Shikari.
I'm thinking of that one.
Yeah,
that's irritating to me.
That's irritating.
I don't know about the Simone Biles thing.
So, well,
I know there's been something on there about her not doing well or something.
Well,
struggling or...
So Simone Biles is like the most decorated gymnast ever, and she's only 24. She's been to, I think, 4 Olympics, I think, and she's won like almost all the gold medals. I think she has like over 20 medals from the Olympics. So she's really good, and she's like an all-around good gymnast. Like she's good on the uneven bars, the fucking vault, the fucking floor routine, all of it. Anything you can think of, she can do it. So in this year's Olympics, she wasn't really performing well. Like something was off in the qualifying rounds and stuff like that, but she still stayed in. But like since it just started and they're done the qualifying rounds, she like legit just quit on her team. Like she did. You can actually watch the routine on the internet. So there was like a pole vaulting routine that she did, and she fucked up the landing. And like as soon as she got done, you can actually hear her on the mic talking to her coach, because her coach is like, "Hey man, what's wrong? Are you all right?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't want to do this anymore. I'm out. I don't want to do it." So she quit because of, she's saying, of mental issues. She says that she can't focus. Like she doesn't feel like, her heart's not in it. She doesn't want to be there. Like she legit just does not want to be there. And now, which is fine, but I have issues, and I see it on both sides. Yes, mental health is very important. Mm-hmm. I'm all for that. And yeah, she should. If she doesn't want to fucking be there, then, you know, she shouldn't be there. But I think there's more going on. Like, you can't, like, I don't, she's a fucking Olympian. Like, she's been doing this forever, and, like, she's legit trained herself into that. I think there's something else going on. Like, because I don't know if anyone remembers, but, like, I think it was last year or maybe a couple years ago, but something happened with her brother, and it was really bad. I don't remember off the top of my head what happened, but I think there might be other personal issues going on in her life right now that's affecting her performance, and we just haven't heard of it yet. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt on that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, this is the Olympics. It happens every 4 years. I get it. There's no crowds. It sucks. I also get that this is the lowest viewership of the Olympics history. Like, it's really bad. The ratings are really low.
I have no interest in the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't watched any of it.
You know what?
I did.
I lie. When I sat at the dentist office, water polo was on as I waited in the waiting room. That's when I watched the Olympics, and I'm like, "This is the dumbest shit on the planet. Why is this a sport?"
Well, see, that's the problem that I have with the Olympics is that I feel like they need to update some of the games.
I mean, you might as well just have dodgeball if you're going to call that a sport. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I just think they just need to update the games a bit, and I think that'll make people watch it more.
Yeah,
but. Anyway, back to this.
Yes, curling is dumb as shit, too.
It is dumb. Fucking Canada. This is why
they're so nice they can't even play a mean sport.
This is why hockey.
Hockey.
This is why no one takes you fucking serious. You
Yeah.
donut eating jerks. But anyway, so like I because if she didn't feel like going, then she could have just said so before they went to the Olympics, and then that would have freed another gymnast who wants to be there to be her in her spot.
Right.
So now that she quit in mid-competition, the U.S. gymnastics team got silver for the first time in 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And you don't think it's because she wasn't performing? I think so.
Yeah.
And could you imagine, like, especially with some of these girls, like, they might not be ever have the shot to go back and do it again. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like she kind of let her team down. And no one can't say anything because it's mental health. And it's a huge thing. Like, I feel like it's weaponized. Like if you say anything bad about someone going through some mental health shit, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I feel like, and I was talking about this with my wife last night. I was like, I feel like, obviously, like any good thing, people are going to abuse it. And I feel like mental health is going to be that thing now. And I feel like people are going to use mental health as a scapegoat to just be lazy and be a piece of shit. Yeah. And abuse it. Right. So like I said, it's twofold. Like I'm all for mental health and awareness and stuff like that. Because, yeah, it's important. We all go through shit. Mm-hmm. But it's the fucking Olympics. Happens every 4 years.
I guess my question is did she have, if she had mental problems, like a mental health issue before the Olympics started leading up to it?
No.
Or
no one knew about it.
Did she all of a sudden, did something happen in the middle of the Olympics that now she's having problems?
That's what I'm...
Because if it's something that led up to it, why didn't she quit then?
That's what I'm saying.
She was struggling.
Yeah.
Now, I understand there's probably a ton of pressure on her to not quit. Mm-hmm. So...
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it is.
I can't really... I mean, I guess I can have an opinion, but my opinion doesn't matter because it's her life.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to knock Simone Biles. She's fucking fantastic. She's
phenomenal.
She's so fucking good. It's just... It just sucks for the other gymnasts. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because there is no maximum eligibility, because I'm pretty sure there's a gymnast that's like 40 that still does it.
Yeah.
I think the minimum is like 16 or 14 or something like that. Something crazy. But it's very competitive. Gymnastics is super fucking competitive, especially women's gymnastics. That's literally like the only thing people pay attention on the Olympics half the time.
Yeah.
And these girls may not be ever have the shot to come back in 4 years to fucking do it again, because there's always the next up and coming. You have to be like the greatest to stay in it. You know what I mean? Some fucking 14-year-old could fucking waltz onto the fucking floor and be 10 times better than you, and then you miss your shot. That's what I'm saying. Like it's. I feel for the other fucking girls, and I feel like they can't say anything. They can't voice their, they can't voice their problems with her quitting because
it's gonna look bad.
It's gonna look bad. It's a dicey situation. So I feel bad.
Yeah, there's no real good way to talk about it without it looking bad.
That's what I'm saying. Because even Naomi Osaka, she's a female tennis player, one of the best right now. Like an up and coming great fucking tennis player. Like she's so good. She has her own documentary on Netflix. She's so fucking good.
I did see that. I didn't watch it, but I saw it on there.
Well, she quit.
Mostly because I don't have any interest in tennis.
Well, I don't either. But like I do dip my toes in like sports and stuff. But like she quit. When she was, I think it was Wimbledon. It's like she quit like mid competition. She's like, I don't want to fucking do this. Like I just don't want to compete. Which is fine because it's an individual sport. You're not gonna fuck anyone over by doing that, and you're not representing a country or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's different. Like I feel like it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're in the Olympics, so now you're representing a country, and it's a team. Not only is it just an individual thing, it's a team sport. You're doing gymnastics where your score gets pulled into your team's other scores, and that determines, you know, silver or gold. Yeah. Really what determines. So yeah. So anyway, Shikari, we'll talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
Because I have opinions on this one too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anyone missed out on this, but Shikari Richardson was supposed to go to the Olympics. She qualified for the Olympics. She's so fucking fast. Yeah. I don't know if anyone saw that viral video, but like when she was running, I think she was like maybe second to last or third to last when the race started. And then like all of a sudden she just fucking gained speed like a fucking cheetah and blew everyone out of the fucking water.
Yeah.
Like her start wasn't that great, but she fucking caught up and like fucking blew everyone out. And yeah, she's fucking awesome, phenomenal. And I think it would have been her first ever in the Olympics this year. But anyway, what happened was her mom died before testing for the Olympics, and she was at a party, smoked some marijuana. Before the testing, obviously tested hot for THC, and she got disqualified to go to the Olympics. Easy, just plain and simple.
That's so fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. But you can drink all the alcohol you want.
So here's what I have to say about that. So as stupid as it is, because it is marijuana, I think it's a federal issue. I don't think it's necessarily an Olympic issue. Because the Olympic is their own entity, and they can mandate the rules. The rules say, don't test hot for THC. Now, federally, I think it's fucking dumb that that marijuana has this connotation of being bad for you, because I think there's enough research now where it's really not bad for you at all. Mm-hmm. It's an aid for pain. It's an aid for...
I smoked some of it when I was in pain the other night. It helped. Yeah. It made the pain go away.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like the federal stigma is still around it, and once that's gone and away, then sports will follow suit. Because I don't know if they banned it because they think it's a performance enhancing drug, because that's not the case with THC. Yeah, that's not how that works. So I don't know why they banned it, but it's in the rules. And she tested hot for it, and she got penalized for it. And it sucks, but you gonna tell me she didn't know?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with you. Like, I mean, if it's in the rules, it's in the rules.
Well, well, the argument to that is that people are like, "Oh, well, Michael Phelps was a big fucking pothead." I'm like, "Yeah, he was, but he was smart enough to not smoke pot before he got tested." Yeah. He's won so many fucking gold medals and stuff like that. I don't think there was ever a time where he tested hot and they were like, "You're Michael Phelps. We'll let you play. We don't give a shit." I don't remember him testing hot and then not, being disqualified for the Olympics. I mean, if he did, correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think he was on the Wheaties box anymore.
Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, but I think when he got caught on camera smoking weed, I think it was when he was done. I'm pretty sure he was done competing. But either way, the rules are you can't test hot before you go to the fucking Olympics. Yeah. So if someone can dispute that, cool. bring it on. We'll talk about it. I have no qualms with saying I'm wrong. Yep. I'm wrong all the fucking time. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, wow. We ran super, super, super late.
Yeah.
Ran an hour 20.
Yep. It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been a while. But, IRL, though, I did run into some shit. So, yeah, my past caught up with me, and stuff went down over the past 2 weeks. Like, that's why I said, like, the calm before the storm after the beach. Mm-hmm. That's really what it was. Like, it was a great time at the beach. It was awesome, fun. And then the following Monday, shit just hit the fan. Like, it was really bad, and it was really, really tough for me because I'm a manic depressive, so like I feel like I do things like it just can't be a small thing for me. Like if something's bothering me, or even how I react and just do things, it's to the 10th degree. Like, I do everything big.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, so if I'm really, really sad and depressed, I do it big. So. Yeah, it was a really fucking tough time. It was a couple days where it was really bad. So
I mean, you left social media.
Because I just couldn't deal like with anything, man. Like, as soon as I hit the bottom and I was trying to piece together things, and I just had to zero in and just kind of focus on what's important, and what's important was, you know, my relationship and stuff like that. So I just had to really pull in everything, try to keep myself from doing something stupid, and then just, you know, do that.
Focus on the family.
Yeah. But what was funny though, like there is some funny to this. So so I got really, really sad, and I wasn't thinking straight. So like I fucking planned to do something stupid.
I'm gonna punch you.
But so I went to the store, and I went to 2 different places. So like, I bought what was it? Yeah, so I went to CVS and I bought non-drowsy cough syrup. And then I went to Giant and bought non-drowsy cough syrup. But the joke is that it's non-drowsy, so it wouldn't have done it.
Fucking idiot.
Dude, it was so fucking... But I wasn't thinking. Like, I was just fucking, you know, I was like, oh yeah, cough syrup. And then I bought the wrong thing. So when I got home, like, it was like 4 days after the fact. And it was just a low moment of my life, but it was 4 days after, things were already getting better, and then I pulled it out of my bag and I just threw it on the counter. It was out of sight, out of mind. I didn't think anything else of it. Yeah. And then Heather's like, "What the fuck is all this cough syrup on the fucking counter for?" And I was like, "Oh, that's for the thing I told you." She's like, "You bought non-drowsy cough syrup? You know what this would have done to you?" I was like, "What?" "You would have gotten fucking drunk, and that's it." And I was like, oh. Dude, man, I'm so fucking stupid, dude. But yeah. But we do have the therapy session coming up towards the end of the next month, so I'm looking forward to that.
Once you get on the books there, because you're going to the same place we go to,
mm-hmm.
you can get in then normal. It's just when you're first trying to get in there, it's such a fucking wait.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
You know, it's funny though, because I asked how you were doing, and you said, "Oh, we're doing pretty good." I thought the same thing until I went to counseling. Then I realized we weren't really doing good. We just sort of buried it and didn't really confront it.
Well, no, So the good thing about the therapy that I'm currently in now is that it's taught me to be more communicative. So I talk about everything with her a lot, Yeah. So I'm literally an open book with her now, more so now. Like I was then. I just didn't want to bring up the past, and it fucking caught up to me, and it opened up this whole new chapter, and that's what fucking started the problems.
Yeah.
Because I just thought, like, what's done was done. I don't want to bring it up. I just want to focus on now and work on that. And then the past was like, no, it's not how that works. So, but anyway, so like we've been talking a lot about pretty much everything, and everything's been, you know, good. I mean, it obviously isn't the best it could be because obviously, you know, she's still mad, and I get it.
This kind of shit sucks, and it sucks a lot. But I can tell you that on the other side of it, the relationship is stronger.
Oh yeah,
at least in my experience.
I don't.
So,
I don't dispute that at all.
I hope that's how it goes for you guys.
I think so because
because there's a lot of things that happen in a relationship that just sort of go by the wayside. You stop communicating. You get into this like routine of doing things.
Well,
and
really,
how life goes.
What it was that we just never did. We never really communicated. Like we talked, but we never really communicated
deeply.
Yeah, we never really brought up a lot of things. And I feel like it only just started happening this past year where things started to kind of open up a little bit more. And, like, it sounds stupid. And, like, I don't give a shit. But, like, ever since we started talking a lot more, I feel like I've grown more attached to her. And, like, the moments of weakness and stuff like that have been less. So, like, it sucks because I don't want it. I don't want my moments of weaknesses to define our relationship. And that's really yeah, and that's my biggest fear and my biggest sadness is that. Because there was a lot of times where like we had like great fucking times and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because like in this one moment in fucking time here and there, like I did dumb things because I'm fucked up and I don't know how to deal with things. I don't know how to fucking say things or whatever. You know, I don't want that to completely erase, you know, the whole fucking 9 years.
It doesn't erase it. It doesn't erase it. It's just going to make it. Things are going to be different.
That's fine.
It's like I said to you in text the other day.
I want it to be.
Things aren't going to be the same. They won't be like they were.
That's fine.
It'll be different, and not in a bad way. Just different.
That's fine. I don't want. Yeah. I've wanted things to be different since I started my own therapy and started to find out like how. Not a piece of shit, but just how I can just be better.
Yeah.
It's really what it is.
Yeah, and you can't let what happened in the past or what anybody does or did define who you are today. Yeah. And it's hard to let that stuff go that happens in the past. That stuff that kind of stuff can be deep. It can hurt deep.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's impossible to fix. It's not impossible. It's very, very possible. So you just got to keep at it. Keep going to the counseling is extremely important. Yeah. Having that third party that's not involved is so helpful. Just having that one person, because they're not going to be, I'm on your side, or any of that stuff. It's no picking sides. They're just there to listen and help.
So yeah, I'm all not. I'm all green. I'm all good to go. I'm all in. That's fine. I wanted. Like I said, I've been on this thing to try to better myself for like the past couple months anyway, and you know, as unfortunate as that to have happened, the fucking past to come up, but I mean, it's a good thing. Puts us in a better place.
Yep.
I'm hoping that we're able to work through it and stuff like that, but I think we can.
It will. You gotta. This is hard. This is extremely hard to think the positive. But you got to think it will. It's going to put me in a better place. It's going to put us in a better place. My family's going to be in a better place. That's the thought process, and you got to try to stick to that. Yeah. As long as you can stick to that and just focus on that, focus on your family, focus on your wife. Yeah. Everything will work out, and it's going to take time. Yeah. Yeah. I know. So you, just like I, have to be extremely patient.
I just do everything like big. Like if it, you know, I always try to stay in the now, and I always try to move forward. And that's really what it was. Like when we were going through it and we started to finally talk again and stuff like that, I just wanted to, I'm not necessarily forget it. I just want to like, look, we get it. Like, we realize that I suck. But now let's move forward. I just want to work.
It's not a you suck thing.
No, that's how I
You
suck.
made a poor choice.
Yeah. I suck.
It's not that you suck. No. You're going to be in that for a little while, but you're going to get past that.
But I just want to get to where I know where we can get. That's all.
Yes, and I have that same mindset. I had that same mindset, but it doesn't happen overnight.
I know.
As much as you want to be like, let's just move forward. I
know.
It's fessed up. We've talked about it. Why can't we just move? There's hurt feelings, which can scar deep, and it takes a while to heal. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to heal. It is very possible, but it's going to take a minute, and it's going to take you to have a lot of patience. And I don't know how many times you're going to have to say
I'm not
you're
a doctor,
sorry.
so I can't have patience.
Yeah. I don't know how many times you're going to have to say you're sorry, but just keep doing it. Just keep focusing. Just keep talking. Make sure you're open. You just, as honest, you just have to be so honest and so open. That's the best way. That's the best advice I can give.
Yeah.
Just from coming from going through some shit before.
So, to end the podcast on a really sad note.
It's not sad. It's life.
On a real note, there we go.
This is real life. This shit happens.
Guys, don't be fucking up with your lady. No. That's really what it is. Because let's be honest, like, connecting deeply and stuff like that. That's really where it's at. You know, yeah. There's always gonna be something on the surface that looks better, but when you hang around something that's surfacely good, you kind of find out that it's not that good, and you don't want it that long. Because on the surface it's like, yeah, you were cool, but
this is new and shiny.
But the other things that I want you to do, you can't do because it's not in your wheelhouse. Like, you can't do that because that person can.
Yeah.
And the sacrifice of that isn't, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
It's really what it is. So, or just be really smart with who you're picking. That too. Yeah. So, don't fuck up, guys. Infidelity is no joke.
And girls.
And
Girls
you're right.
Women fuck up too.
2021. Girls fuck up too.
Yeah.
Ladies, trans, ifs,
Legion.
butts,
They, them, their.
non-binary,
I don't know how to talk nowadays.
computers, laptops, Xboxes, Series X's.
Okay.
Stay faithful. It's not a laughing matter, okay? But it kind of is towards the end because I feel like I have to laugh about it. It's just how I am.
That's how you cope.
Mm-hmm. Got that comedy brain, you know? When I'm dealing with hard shit, I try to find the funny. Like, oh, fuck.
Did your wife just put a pussycat up there? Is she calling you a pussy?
A pussycat. You couldn't have just said cat. You had to add the pussy part of it, dude. Are we in the late 60s, dude? Oh, look at the little pussycat, dude.
I think she just called you a pussy.
No, that's our cat. That's Dobby.
Yeah, it's a pussycat.
See? But I don't know why she put Dobby up. Like, does that mean that we get a sock and we're free? Oh, you don't watch Harry Potter, huh? That's our dog.
Yeah.
Padfoot. You know, when she used to stream, she had, you know, she got verified and she was able to create her own emojis, so she had someone create those. So that's why she has her own custom emojis.
Interesting.
And if you want those emojis, you can subscribe to her channel. You won't be able to watch anything because she doesn't stream anymore, but you'll be able to have those emojis to use. Mm-hmm.
Different.
True story. You know, one of these days when we finally get verified or sponsored on Twitch and shit, we can have our own emojis too.
Our own orgies?
Yeah, that too. Emojis! I don't know why I can't fucking talk, dude. I can't fucking...
You know, when we get older, we can have our own orgies.
It's like the immigrant never left me. It's like I can't. I just still can't fucking talk English. Dude. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
But yeah, we can do that eventually. So we just need to have more people watching. So
Yeah.
with that said, now that we're running almost 2 hours, thank you for coming back and watching us for episode 12.
Or listening later.
Yeah, we are going to be running on kind of like a crazy schedule because I am going on vacation that weekend. So we're going to have to try to do it this week if you can find time, which is the 9th to the 12th. Or we can just do it on the 8th, the day after my birthday. So anyway, we might have might have an early episode just because I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. So
sounds good.
Yeah. But anyway, stay safe, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is Dads versus the World podcast.
We're out.
And we are out like a belly button.
Gross.